welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. I am up bright and early this morning. In fact, not bright at all. It is still pitch black outside. I have literally jumped out of bed, got myself ready for the day, and I very much feel like, you know, the Adele meme where she's like, it's an honor and a privilege to be here in full glam at 8 AM on a Thursday morning because I'm dressed and glammed up literally before the sun has even risen. But I have a very exciting day today, so can't complain. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm actually heading back into London today. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been into London this much in such a like short period of time, but there have just been so many incredible events, so many amazing launches, and today is no different. So I'm actually getting the commuter train this morning to head in first thing, and it's so funny because I don't normally go in this early. A lot of my events are obviously like a little bit later at lunchtime in the afternoon or like even the evenings. A friend of mine the other day referenced the trains that I get as the chairman's trains as opposed to the commuter trains, and honestly it made me hub. This morning we are joining the commuters to head into Selfridges for an incredible breakfast before the store actually opens, which I'm not gonna lie, kind of feels a little bit illegal. I can't believe we're going into the store before the general public are allowed, before the store actually opens. It is going to be so much fun, and we are celebrating actually two amazing collections from two incredible brands, two of my favorite brands that you know I absolutely love. Jo Malone and Bobbi Brown are both collaborating with Disney this Christmas, and I believe both of the collections are exclusively available at Selfridges. In fact, I know that Jo Malone has an amazing little pop-up at Selfridges, which I feel like really ties into their theme of like fun and games of Christmas. They've even got like a little game there that you can play, which I think is so amazing. And I feel like the collaboration with Disney could not tie into that like fun and games kind of like nostalgia vibe anymore, because I don't know about you, but my childhood is just filled with memories of Disney, whether that's like films or toys or like going to the parks. Disney is just one of those most nostalgic brands that I feel like is so fun when it comes to Christmas gifting. So I am really excited to head in for a lovely breakfast and to celebrate the amazing collaboration. So of course I've been getting myself very glammed up with all of my favorite Bobbi Brown products. Honestly, I feel like at this point about 90% of my makeup bag is Bobbi Brown, but the lipstick that I'm wearing, this is the new one that I would have unboxed with you back in beginning of Vlogmas. I can't remember what day it was, maybe day 3 potentially. I feel like Vlogmas is just such a blur at this point, but this is in the shade Cool Pink, and it is such a beautiful, like your lips look better but maybe a little bit darker, a little bit more glam. And what I like to do with my lipstick, basically if I find I swipe it, it's just a little bit heavy on my lips, it's a little bit too much. I think it's because I'm a low contrast person, so I don't like really like heavy contrast products. I like heavy products on my face. So what I actually do is just dab it on my lips and then blend it in with my finger, and I find it just gives a much more blended, much more natural coverage on my lips and actually lasts so much better throughout the day. So that is what I've been doing this morning with my lips. And then of course for my eyes, I have been using none other than the Sweet Decadence palette. This palette I'm just absolutely obsessed with at the moment. It just has so many gorgeous shades, so many me colors. I have of course done a little bit of a base of the Longwear Cream Shadow Stick. This I feel like really helps just keep your eyeshadow in place, stops it from like creasing, from smudging, or from literally ending up underneath your eye by the end of the day. So I've used the shade Taupe as my base, which doesn't have a shimmer in, which meant that I could have a little bit more fun with the shimmers in the eyeshadow. So I've actually gone in with this gorgeous, this one here, like pinky shade. This is in the shade Sugar Coated, and it's a really beautiful, almost like iridescent pink. So it just creates the most gorgeous shimmery coverage on your eyes, and I feel like in different lights it just hits so differently. I'm absolutely in love with it. And then I've actually gone for this little like gold shade. This is Citrine over the top, which I feel like warms it up a little bit, makes it a little bit more festive, a little bit more Christmassy, which there's a reason it's called Sparkle Season. I am loving all of the sparkle on my eyes at the moment. So those are the two kind of like main colors that I've gone for. I then always like to just brighten the inner corner of my eye, because I do find my eyes can look quite like heavy and quite drawn down quite easily. So I like to make sure that all of the products that I'm applying really help with that kind of like lifting and brightening of my eyes. So I've gone for this in the inner corner, and then for my liner I've actually gone for this brown shade. I basically just go in with an eyebrow pencil and literally just kind of like draw that line. My trick to getting like a really sharp flick is to basically use your ring finger and just kind of pull up underneath, just almost like blend underneath, and it just really helps sharpen your eyes. So that is what I've got on my eyes at the moment. I am absolutely loving this palette. And of course, I've got to give myself a little spritz of my sandalwood and spiced apricot. This is my absolute favorite at the moment, and definitely most complimented perfume that I have been wearing. Honestly, every time I wear this, people are like, what is that fragrance? Because it's not like obviously a well-known one, and it's just so festive. It's so wintry, which I absolutely adore. So I'm just going to give myself a quick little spritz of this, and then let me show you my outfit that I'm wearing. Because as you can see, we've gone full festive vibes. I'm wearing my little red cardi that I am absolutely obsessed with. I've got my coat behind me, and then we are ready to go and catch the commuter train into London. Do you know what is so funny is I feel like I have rather unintentionally given myself kind of a Matrix vibe outfit for the day, with maybe a bit of a Christmas twist with the red cardigan, but I'm not mad about it. I feel like it's a very fitting look for today, perfect for a festive day in London, especially today, seeing as though it's a little bit more mild. We had a lot of rain last night, which does mean that the temperatures have risen, and also means it's a little bit soggy in London. I've been wanting to wear this jacket so much, and I thought today was the perfect day for it, when I don't need to dress quite as warm as I've had to recently, but I obviously want something that's maybe a little bit like shower proof, a little bit waterproof, and I love how it looks with the outfit. The little red cardigan, trousers are from Karen Millen, just a little pair of black wide leg trousers, and then boots are from Vivaya. And what I love about Vivaya boots is they have created this technology that basically means that the water just runs off them. I don't know how they have done it, but I literally did a collab with them last year, and they asked me for the collaboration to run the shoe under the tap. I did not think it was going to work, but the water literally just bounced off. It was absolutely incredible. So for a day where I know it's going to be a little bit soggy walking around London, these are perfect. And then handbag of the day is of course my Mulberry Mini Bayswater, my absolute favourite to take with me into London. So I'm going to get going, get myself on the commuter train. I honestly cannot wait to see Selfridges decorated for Christmas, to celebrate the incredible new collections and new launches. Let's get going. I have just arrived into a very noisy London now. Honestly, always the way. Whenever I come into the city, I always forget quite how noisy it is. But I've just looked up at Selfridges, and how incredible is that? The Disney wrap that literally covers the entirety of the store. I mean, Selfridges always looks magical at Christmas anyway. This just adds such an incredible layer. You've got the twinkly lights, you've got the Christmas trees in the windows, and then of course Cinderella's castle standing proud on the corner. Oh my goodness me, that is pure Christmas magic. Even all of the window displays have been fully Disneyfied in Selfridges. They look absolutely incredible. Once upon a time, Selfridges and Disney. Oh my goodness me, that is so sweet. Oh, I think this might just be my favorite. Beauty and the Beast was always my favorite Disney film growing up. I just loved her dress. I loved all of the songs. Oh my gosh, this is just absolutely magical. Oh my goodness, I've not actually seen the Disney installation inside Selfridges, but they have done such an incredible job. There is literally a Mickey Mouse disco ball, and then of course the Joe Malone pop-up. They have a little game at the pop-up, which is honestly so much fun. I have just done it myself, and I got number 2, which is literally my lucky number. I got a mini version of the sandalwood and spiced apricot, which I couldn't be happier about because I really need a mini of this. I have literally had to take with me the full-size bottle into London, which is ridiculous. But oh my gosh, they have so many of the gorgeous pieces in the Christmas collection. Of course, sandalwood and spiced apricot that I'm absolutely obsessed with. Orange bitters is a really lovely one if you like a little bit more of like a fruity fragrance at Christmas time. And then of course my favorite from last year, ginger biscuit in the new design. Such a beautiful bottle. And of course all of the Christmas gifting. We've got the crackers, the little minis. I feel like these would be amazing presents if you know somebody that really loves trying new scents. And then of course the Disney Joe Malone collaboration. The Alice in Wonderland theme is so lovely. What is the scent of this?
It's not one I recognise.
Oh, it's gorgeous though. I love the bottle. That's so fun. So we're just heading down for breakfast now, and how gorgeous is this tablescape, Dolly's, with the incredible Christmas installation. Oh my word, I feel so spoiled right now. This looks amazing. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does this look? The foliage on the table is just giving serious Christmas vibes with all the Bobbi Brown and Jo Malone goodies. This eyeshadow palette is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at those sparkles. You can make such fun eye looks with that. I absolutely love it. And the candles burning smell absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. All the pastries have arrived and they are looking absolutely incredible. I'm definitely going to have to tuck into a little pan of chocolate.
But just want to say massive welcome and thank you so much for joining us bright and early to celebrate the amazing partnership between Disney and Selfridges. So if you think about a kind of a juniper resin, you do get a little bit of brightness, but it's not in that overtly sort of a citrus zingy way.
I am so in love with the Bobbi Brown packaging as well. I mean, look at Alice falling down.
No, that's really
Show
cute.
us the lipstick. How cute is that?
And really nice colour as well. What colour is this called?
Such a gorgeous colour.
Peach Paradox.
Peach Paradox. That's a very you colour. I love that. I've got Maria with me, by the way. I am so in love with this though. Look at this powder. You literally have, oh, I can't open it with one hand. Hang on. Keep glazing it. Alice falling down in the powder. How insane is that?
I love that powder.
I didn't even notice this on the palette, but look at this. You literally have Alice and the cat, and I think, is that the Mad Hatter? It is the Mad Hatter, that just move about. I mean, would that not make the most incredible Christmas gift? I'm transfixed, absolutely transfixed. So on the menu for breakfast, we've got the pastries to start, and then toasted avocado. No? Toasted avocado. Toasted sourdough with smashed avocado and tomatoes, it looks like. Oh,
Yeah, heirlooms.
Oh, I'm very excited. How delicious does this look? Oh my goodness me. Although I have been a little bit shortchanged because Maria's got 2 eggs and I've only got 1. And maybe they're looking at me like she doesn't need a second egg.
No, she's so skinny, she could probably eat 2 eggs.
That's exactly what they're thinking. Oh my goodness me, my coffee has just arrived. And look at the little macaron. How adorable is that? And a little chocolate sprinkle on the top. All Disney themed. So if you come to Dolly's Cafe, you'll be able to get a coffee just like that. That is absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness, look at what they've just brought out. Little Mad Hatter tea party. What do we think this one is? I'm confused what this one is.
Is that not just like an Alice? Oh, that's the top of the perfume bottle.
Oh, it is, you're right. And Alice's bow.
Alice's bow and the
Queen of Hearts. Oh my gosh, that is actually adorable. That is the cutest thing ever. So we've just finished up breakfast now, and Maria and I have decided to come for a little peruse around the Christmas shop. I am so in love with that. That is so cute. I love a felt decoration. They're just so nostalgic for me.
So good. Oh, they're in
Felt so good. Oh my gosh, it's all part of the Christmas Disney theme as well. That is so sweet. I mean, there is literally a Disney store in the middle of Selfridges. How incredible is that? Right next to the Christmas shop. So there's the Disney branding all throughout the Christmas shop this way to the North Pole. I do love the Selfridges baubles that they do. I mean, how cute are these? You've got a little shopping bag, a little champagne glass. Oh my gosh, stop, look. It actually has liquid inside of it that moves. That is so fun. You've got a very cool Selfridges Santa, some hot lips, a little champagne bottle. Oh, these are so fun. This is such a fun tree. This is the makeup under the mistletoe tree, and look at the decorations they've got. They've got perfumes, lip blushes, little Ugg boots. I'm absolutely obsessed. Oh, look at the lady in the bath. She is living her best life. Of course, everybody needs their Diamante covered Stanley Cup for Christmas. This is the Christmas in London section, and I have to say I'm kind of obsessed with these royal corgis. I mean, are they not adorable? Brian and I were just saying, why is it that as a kid your parents used to collect things like nutcrackers or, you know, decorations that you never understood, you always thought was really weird, and now as an adult you're like, no, I get it. I love the nutcracker men. I just think they're so cool. Now this is a very Ellie Christmas tree. Look at the red and gold theme on this. Do you know what's so funny is that when I was younger, I was raised with warm Christmas lights. We were never a coloured Christmas light kind of a household. But the older I get, the more I do quite like coloured Christmas lights. There's something very nostalgic, very magical about them. I would love to know, what were you raised with as a kid, and what do you prefer, warm lights or coloured lights for Christmas? Honestly, all of the tinsel, the Christmas trees and baubles making me so happy. I could not be feeling any more festive after this morning, and the girls were so generous with what they've sent us away with. I'll have to show you when we get home, but honestly, the Christmas shop here in Selfridges is just pure magic. Oh my goodness me, that was such a fun breakfast. 3 incredible brands coming together, 4 actually. Jo Malone, Bobbi Brown, Disney, and Selfridges. So I don't know if you could see what was going on with the actual like perfume launch, but basically it is a limited edition perfume that Jo Malone has done in collaboration with Disney, and it is only available at Selfridges. Honestly, I thought I'd found a new favourite in sandalwood and spiced apricot, but this is seriously up there, and it was so lovely to see the girls, the PRs, and to be sat next to Maria. I've not seen her in the longest time, so we were having just the best catch up, talking all about her renovations that she's doing on her flat. It was so lovely. So I'm heading back to the station now, back down to the New Forest after the most incredible morning and being sent away with honestly an armful of goodies. We are back home now, back in the New Forest, and I feel like we just about have enough daylight left for me to show you what the girls sent us away with, because oh my goodness me, they were so generous. I was that person on the train, crazy bag lady who literally needed an extra seat for all of the bags that they came away with. Everybody must have been looking at me like, wow, she is a shopaholic. Thank goodness I was definitely not traveling over the commuter hours coming back. It was very much chairman's hours because my train was absolutely empty. I don't know how I would have coped if it wasn't, but honestly, I'm still reeling. It was such an incredible breakfast, such a magical morning. I mean, Selfridges at Christmas time is magical enough as it is, but Selfridges at Christmas in collaboration with Disney is just something extra special. And it's funny actually, because I have never been to that particular cafe in Selfridges, Dolly's. It's one that I've not tried before, and I've been to lots of the restaurants, lots of the cafes in Selfridges. Sometimes I forget just how many there are. But this one is right on the lower ground, as you would have seen. Like, it's one right in the kind of like the middle section, and it's one I've never tried, but it was amazing. I'm 100% adding it to my list the next time I'm in Selfridges. If you are going there for any like Christmas shopping, if you're heading to Oxford Street, I could not recommend it any more highly, because the entire cafe has been taken over by Disney as well. They have Disney themed sweet treats like the little Mad Hatter. It was kind of like a marzipan covered mousse. Was incredible, and the entire place is just so magical. I mean, they were blasting the Disney tunes, which of course I was singing along to. I know literally every single Disney song. As I said earlier, my favorite Disney film was always Beauty and the Beast. I feel like there's a lot of good songs in Beauty and the Beast, and I always loved her gold dress. I love the fact that she was a little bit of a bookworm, because I always loved reading when I was younger. I even loved the Beast as well. I always felt like he was rather handsome, rather dishy. Maybe that's why I'm marrying a 6'3" bearded man. Maybe he reminds me of the Beast. I would love to know actually. We were all talking about our favourite Disney films this morning. What is your favourite Disney film? Because I feel like Alice in Wonderland is quite a firm favourite for a lot of girlies, but there can be some rogue ones slipped in there. Like Mulan, I feel like is a firm favourite. If you're like a really strong woman, I do feel like they have a lot of good songs in Mulan as well. Are you a Cinderella girly? Are you an Aladdin girly? Comment down below, because I would love to know. But the Alice in Wonderland and Bobbi Brown collection, oh my goodness me, this would be such an amazing gift if you do know somebody who loves Alice in Wonderland. It feels like a very grown-up adult way of celebrating like childhood nostalgia, celebrating something that you absolutely adored when you were growing up. I just think it is so gorgeous. I mean, look at the makeup bag. It is absolutely beautiful. You've got Alice there. I love the fact that you can like see through it, so you can see what's inside of it. And then of course you've got all of the other characters, the Mad Hatter, the White Rabbit, and I love that almost like what's that, where it's like an optical illusion, where it really reminds you of obviously Alice like falling down, and the entire collection. I know I showed you it earlier, but I feel like I wasn't able to show you it properly, so let's go through it, because the entire collection is just absolutely incredible. We have the vitamin enriched face base, which is in a limited edition gold lidded packaging. How beautiful is that? And I feel like this would be amazing if you know somebody who loves the face base anyway. They use that as part of their routine. It's a really nice way of like adding to their collection, adding to something that you know they're going to use and love, but in a much more special way, because of the fact that this is limited edition. It literally has Alice on the bottle, which I adore. Obviously got the logo there, and then the gold lid. I mean, how stunning is that? I literally almost don't want to use it. It is just so beautiful. If you don't know the face base, you have been missing out. It is the best moisturizer primer kind of hybrid. So perfect to apply in the morning, literally chuck your makeup on over the top, and then I find it makes it a little bit more tacky. My makeup doesn't like move or kind of like smudge as much as it did whenever I use like other moisturizers. It's honestly one of the best, and it has, I believe, vitamin E and C in it. If I remember correctly, I think it's vitamin E, but it's got some really, really lovely, very like thick moisturizing benefit. So especially at this time of year when it's so cold outside, this is amazing. So if you know someone who's never tried it before, or somebody who this is a fan favorite for, I feel like that would be such a great gift. We then have the powder, which honestly, I know I showed you earlier, but I feel like you just couldn't quite gauge how incredible this is. Not only have you got Alice falling down on the actual like packaging itself, but the powder has literally got Alice embossed into it. Is that not the most incredible thing you have ever seen? And I don't know if they've deliberately done the right shade for everybody, because this is in sheer porcelain, which is literally my shade, a very, very pale shade. But these powders are so good from Bobbi Brown. They're really amazing at like taking away that overall shine without fully mattifying your face. They're very lightweight, which I quite like. So I literally just swell a little brush, T-zone kind of over my nose and like over my chin, and it just really helps like set your foundation in place and just remove a little bit of that like extra oil, that extra shine. And speaking of removing, we actually also have a makeup remover in the collection, which again has Alice on it. I mean, how amazing does that look? I love the fact that you've got the optical illusion on the back, so you can like see it through the oil. It is honestly just so incredible. So this is the Soothing Cleansing Oil, and if you're like me and you really like quite a heavy cleanser, one that literally feels like it is just like melting your makeup away, for me, the oilier or kind of like greasier the cleanser is, the better. I feel like it really doesn't like strip your skin, but just removes your makeup in like a very pleasant way. I absolutely adore this. So just a little bit of water, a little like cotton pad or your flannel afterwards, and it just takes off your makeup so easily. I actually haven't used this in the longest time, and it's kind of reminded me how much I absolutely adore it, and the fact that it's a part of this collaboration, I just love. I have also fallen in love with the lipstick. This is actually quite similar to the lipstick that I've been wearing it today. So this is Cool Rose, which is part of the Christmas collection. This is Wonderland Rose, and honestly, it could not be better named. First of all, the packaging again with Alice on the lipstick. You've got the playing cards up there, and then it's just, oh, opening it upside down. I keep forgetting that she's obviously upside down. I keep thinking it's like that way round, but it should be that way round. But of course, it is the most beautiful kind of your lips but better, but a little bit deeper rose. Can you see that? It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. It's basically just a little bit warmer than the rose that I've been wearing today, but I feel like they are such beautiful shades. Again, would make such a lovely Christmas gift. And I really love the Luxe lipsticks because I have literally not topped up my lipstick since this morning. I've been talking, I've been eating, I've been drinking, and I feel like it has actually lasted very, very well. It's not drying at all on your lips either. So a really, really lovely shade. And then the piece de resistance of this entire collection, which again, I know I showed you earlier, but I feel like you just couldn't quite fully gauge how incredible this is. The palette, the eyeshadow palette. I mean, how amazing is that? Is that not just the coolest thing you have ever seen? I could honestly spend all day just watching that falling it down. I mean, is that not just the most fun thing you have ever seen? You've got Alice, you've got the Cheshire Cat, the White Rabbit in there, and that's not even to mention the shades. The shades are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at those. Is that not just like one of the most festive palettes you have ever seen? I feel like you could create some really gorgeous, very Christmassy looks with this. You've got a lot of very like perfect base colors, some like really lovely neutrals. I love that. I feel like that would be perfect in like the inner corner of your eye. This shade would be gorgeous over your lid. It's more like a base, and then you've got the darker shades, which I really like for a little bit of like a smoky smudge with the pinks on top. I mean, how incredible is that? Is that not the most festive, like almost cherry berry color? I feel like that would look so incredible swiped over your lids for Christmas. So the shades are actually Golden Lock, Fairy Tale, Fantastical, Mad Mauve, Tea Taupe, Cheshire Cat, Whimsical Haze, and Curiouser. Honestly, I feel like they could not be better named. This palette is just absolutely incredible. I could not be more in love with it. And then of course the Jo Malone collection, exclusively available at Selfridges. I could not be more obsessed with. I love the fact that they had the game there as well. The fact that I got a little mini of my favorite, the Sandalwood and Spiced Apricot. This has honestly just been all I've been wearing this Christmas. I've had so many compliments on it, and the girls were howling at me that I literally brought out an entire full-size bottle of the sandalwood and spiced apricot, because I love giving myself a little spritz, a little top up throughout the day. And obviously normally I would have like a little mini or like a travel size with me, but because I was wearing that fragrance, I didn't want to like top up with a different one. I just wanted to really embrace the Christmas scent, so I literally brought the full-size bottle in with me. Very glad that I now have a mini version. This can go straight in my handbag and give me a few little spritzes throughout the day. Because I don't know about you, but I just feel like my perfume does fade throughout the day. You know, when you've been, especially somewhere like London, you've been on the tube, it's maybe like not the cleanest, not the nicest. You just want to give yourself a little spritz just to make yourself feel better, especially before you like go in for meetings or before you see people. I just think it's so, so lovely. And honestly, I cannot tell you how incredible the collection is with Jo Malone at Selfridges. It is so beautiful with regards to the packaging, and it's actually a scent that I didn't think I knew until I smelt it, and then I remembered where I knew it from. This was actually a Christmas launch from maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I think it might have been the launch that they did during COVID, if I remember correctly, because as soon as I smelt it I was like, that is so familiar. The gorgeous Midnight Musk. This is a very lovely, quite sweet, I think they said it was quite juniper heavy fragrance, and honestly I'm kind of in love with this. This might be a little bit dangerous actually, because this kind of rivals my sandalwood and spiced apricot. It's such a beautiful, very festive, but again, not like overtly Christmassy scent. I feel like this would be a really lovely one to receive under the tree, because it's definitely one that you could easily continue wearing in like January, February, and it's not going to feel out of place, unlike something like Ginger Biscuit, which obviously you're definitely not going to want to wear as soon as it hits the 1st of January. This I feel like is a lot more like wintry as opposed to overtly festive. I love the packaging that they've gone for this year as well, with the little kind of like ball toppers. They really remind me of marbles, which very much ties into that like fun and games kind of theme that Jo Malone have been going for. But honestly, such a gorgeous scent, one that I would definitely recommend heading in to Selfridges, giving a little sniff. If you know someone who's a big Jo Malone fan, this could be such a lovely gift to give them. Obviously being a limited edition, being a little bit more special, absolutely obsessed with this and feeling very spoiled with all these gorgeous goodies. Well, I'm glad that we managed to catch literally the last of daylight for me to show you the gorgeous new collections. It's a little while later now, and I've been doing a little bit of thinking. And I feel like Christmas is giving season, and I really want to give back a little bit to you guys, because we're literally in double digits now for Vlogmas. It's Vlogmas day 10, and I cannot thank you for the love, the support that you have shown me so far this Vlogmas. In fact, the love and support that you have shown me on this channel literally over the last year, whether you're brand new here or whether you have literally been following since the flat that we used to live in years and years ago. I could not be more grateful for you. And I was just thinking about the gorgeous pieces in the collection, and particularly this palette, which I really do feel like is the piece de resistance in the collection. As much as I could literally just watch the characters falling all day long, I feel like when I actually look at the colours in the palette, they're not necessarily colours that I actually need in my collection. In fact, they're not too dissimilar from the Sweet Decadence palette that I obviously have on today. In fact, let me actually show you the palettes side by side, because I feel like it'll be quite useful for you to be able to compare them if you are looking to gift them this Christmas. I feel like the Sweet Decadence is a little bit lighter, a little bit more neutral, whereas the Wonderland palette's a bit richer. It's a bit deeper. It's got some really gorgeous festive tones, and seeing as though I am loving and using this palette, I definitely don't need this one in my life, so I want to give this away to one of you guys, just to say thank you for all of your love and support. So I'm going to be giving away the Wonderland palette. How shall we do this giveaway? I've already actually asked you for your favourite Disney film down below, so anybody that comments their favourite Disney film from their childhood will be in with a chance of winning. It is international open giveaway, and hopefully you'll be able to receive it in time for Christmas. I'll give you 48 hours, shall we say? I'll literally reply to the winner down below and ask you to send me an email, and we can go from there. So one of you guys can be in with a chance of winning the Wonderland palette. Just a little way of me being able to give back and thank you guys for all of your love and all of your support so far this Vlogmas, and literally throughout the entirety of 2024. I could not be more grateful for this gorgeous community that we've got here on YouTube. It really does feel like a petite family over here on YouTube. So comment down below your favorite film and I'll choose a winner in 2 days time. I don't know if you can hear me over the sound of the bath. I have decided to run myself a bubble bath tonight. In fact, let's turn the tap off actually, because I feel like that's probably really distracting whilst I'm chatting to you guys. I've decided to run myself a bubble bath, and honestly, I cannot think of anything better, especially after a day in London when, you know, you just need to like wash the city off of yourself. I feel like a really lovely long soak in the bath is exactly what I need. I think I'm going to pop on a couple of Vlogmas videos, because the problem with filming Vlogmas yourself is you don't actually get a chance to catch up on Vlogmas videos from other people. So I'm going to pop on a couple of Vlogmas videos, and honestly, it's the kind of thing where when I run myself a bath that's good, you know, like a steaming hot, lovely bubble bath, Alex can lose me for about 2 to 3 hours in the evening. So I think I'm going to end today's vlog here. Make sure you enter the giveaway if you do want to be in a chance. I'm going to end this vlog. I'm going to end today's vlog here. Make sure you enter the giveaway if you do want to be in with a chance of winning the Alice in Wonderland palette. And I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up. It always helps me know which videos in Vlogmas you have been enjoying the most, if you just give a little thumbs up to the ones that you've been loving. So I'm going to get my tush in the bath, have a lovely, long, relaxing evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 11. Good night.